This is an excerpt from one of the best novels I've ever read. And it's for my friend, Felicia. The warm, moist air wafted through the trees as I walked towards the water. And as I walked down the beach, I could feel the sand on my feet, still warm from the sun's rays. A breeze blew up from the ocean as the fresh smell of seawater blew around me. It was the perfect evening. I reached the water and the soft, cold waves wrapped around my ankles before disappearing back into the ocean. I sat down on the wet sand and laid down, not caring about the fact that the water was seeping through my shorts. I breathed in a huge gulp of air. It tasted like salt. As I gazed out at sea, it looked as if the ocean would never stop, and I watched as currents of water drifted around pointed rocks further down the beach. The sky over there was the color of magenta as pink swept the horizon. I was about to drift off to sleep when I heard a voice that entered my subconscious. I opened my eyes and the voice grew louder. And as I looked around frantically, I noticed where the voice was coming from. Off to the right, where I had seen the rocks, a boy was lost in the currents and being dragged out to sea. Quickly, I got up. Confusion and adrenaline ran through me as I ran over to the spot where the boy was yelling. I jumped into the water and began swimming towards him, arms outstretched. I yanked him up, barely able to hold myself, and made my way to shore. And as I laid him down on the sand, I felt a sharp stab in my foot. I looked around to see what had happened. A jellyfish had stung me in the ball of my foot. Crap! I was allergic to those. I tried to get a look at the wound, but my eyesight began to falter. And I looked over at the boy for assistance, but he was still out. I didn't even know if he would survive himself. My head had begun to spin and get heavier. It felt as if I was being pushed down, but I couldn't fight it anymore. I was too tired from the swim, and I lay my head down on the wet sand, panting hard, and then everything went black as I slipped out of consciousness and died.